Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They gained 18 yards on that one, and that will be a first down. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A-Chain. And he searches forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Here's Hurts. He's got a man. It's McLaurin.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. A short game, down to the 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the goal line, and in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Dragons. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Dragons will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Evans. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing right away is Mahomes. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. Mahomes now on second down. Open man downfield is Kittle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains with
trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And the Dragons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Big boy pick.
And say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first time. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue.
That man Samoan, bro.
Next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Good, set. Crowd left, get it.
On first down, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
No touch it. Alpha.
The motion man here is McClure.
No touch.
And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed.
Do it. Oh.
And the Huskies are going to take over once again at their own.
They had a nigga in the backfield, too.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern.
Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick-6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick-6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here comes Evans. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and that will lead to a second down.
Hey, 57, 57. All right. Yellow. Watch out.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions.
Oh, what?
Building something small. And oftentimes,
The
when
real
you take that
peppers.
approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
George Kittle was the intended target that time. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Yellow. Yellow. Watch out.
They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this
Oh,
first
damn.
down.
I dove.
He'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Hey, 73, 73. Go silver, ready? Don't.
On second down, Hurts. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll bring up second down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Dragons stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Score Dragons 17, Huskies nothing.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, here comes Evans. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
Spike formation. Damn. Okay.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. That's over the middle to Kittle.
Dang.
And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. First and 10 for Mahomes. That's over the middle.
Sauce.
Incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go
Save
with
me.
the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? He'll get this one complete to Brown. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They said inches.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Hey, Ridley, Ridley. Watch out.
They'll try to run it with Williams. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up.
Easy. Watch out.
They'll run. It's Williams.
What the fuck?
And this time he's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown Huskies.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Back.
Here's 1st and 10.
No touch that. 73. 73. No touch.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
No touch that. No touch.
On play action, here's Hurts. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Hey. No touch.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Mahomes. Got a man. It's A.J. Brown brings it in.
We're good.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head?
That is caught. What a throw.
Good touchdown.
A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Huskies. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3.
Nigga wasn't moving.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Great. Check. No touch that.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Oh, bro, that's crazy. That's
They'll work
crazy.
straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
At the 28-yard line.
2nd and 11.
Great, set. Don't touch that.
Y'all ain't see that?
Crowd left, get him. Don't touch it.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts.
Said what?
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw.
My man
the
should have
pass
moved.
is
I
incomplete.
guess.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Don't touch it.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll get 19 out of that play. That's enough for a 1st down.
7-yard line.
Bro, it could have
Don't touch
it
that.
could have been crazier if I had Lamar Jackson. Like,
A give right up the middle to Henry.
stay up.
Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks
Shit.
up 9 on the play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Crowd left, get him. Crowd left, get him. Don't touch that.
They're going to go right back to Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense
Good.
has to sell out and stop the run.
Good.
You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Great, set.
In motion now, it's Collins.
Don't touch
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. This is Henry.
Oh.
And that one shut down pretty
Gotta
quickly.
touch him.
He'll get back to the line of
That boy
scrimmage.
Nick.
Nothing more.
Nico
What makes
Collins.
great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no game.
And he's going to be taken down. So the fans going to head home happy.
GG's, bro.
It's a win for the hometown squad. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL.
Comeback at the end
Here
was
in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten.